Hi, how are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, if that's what you can call this. So I decided I'm going to carry Quarantine Chronicles on for a bit and just keep doing things when I come up with ideas and things to do. And they've somehow managed to all be cooking based. I think I'm just turning Quarantine Chronicles into like a cooking segment here on my channel. You can probably tell from the title, but I've decided today's Quarantine Chronicle is going to be me attempting to make hardo bread, as they say in Jamaica, or Jamaican bread. If you've never tried it, you should definitely go to a shop, find a shop that sells. I'll make it yourself after watching this video, actually. Duh. And I didn't find out. I knew my granddad owned a bakery here in England that sold Jamaican baked goods. And I just found out the other day after speaking to my auntie that my great uncle or my granduncle back in Jamaica also has a bakery, so clearly baking is in my blood. The only thing is, I have no clue how to make hardo bread. Well, I do, as in, I know what's in it, and I kind of have an idea of how to make bread, but I've never made it. And I also don't know the exact measurements to make said bread. So it's gonna be a journey. If you've noticed, my beard has basically disappeared. It's because I had a shaving incident, which I don't know if I really want to discuss because it's very heartbreaking. I'm joking. It's not that bad. I shaved off my mustache by accident using the wrong shaving guard, and then got mad and shaved off my entire face. Let's get started. Somehow. Right, so basically I have all the ingredients I think I need here with me today. So I've got 500 grams of plain flour. I wanted to use bread flour, but we're in lockdown, isolation, pandemic. I have, I don't know how much, 250, so half a pint, 250 ml of milk, and then 150 ml of water. Like I said, I don't know if these measurements are correct, but we're gonna find out. I have 2 teaspoons of dried instant yeast, or as my grandma says, yeast. A pinch of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and then 4 tablespoons or 50 grams of butter. And basically this is all you need to make hardo bread. I think. So I'm going to start by putting the flour into a bowl. Ooh, could I do that any messier?
And nobody was there to help me clean it up. So I had to do it all by myself.
So the yeast situation scared me a little bit. So I've changed my mind and I'm going to only add a teaspoon of yeast to the flour. Because yeast is a bit scary. It's alive in it or something. I don't know. And we're basically going to add all the dry things, excluding the salt, because salt interacts or interrupts yeast when it's trying to bubble and toil and trouble and all that. You've got the flour, the yeast, the sugar. I'm going to actually mix the milk and the water together. Basically, this has become an experiment because when I asked my family members from Jamaica, like how much, they were all very much just like, you know, you just put it in, you just do it, you know? And I'm like, yeah, but like how much? So you know, I took that advice and I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I did a few Google researches as well, but not every single, but a lot of the recipes I found on Google were different. So if this works, maybe I'll turn it into a recipe and put it on Google. And if it doesn't work, I'll probably never post this video. That's a lie, I will, because it might be funny. What I'm gonna do is basically put all that butter and what's that stuff called? Vegetable fat, aka shortening. Oh, that bit was a bit melty still. Into the pot, bowl, whatever. I'm just gonna This is why I say you need clean hands. Just gonna try and mix it all in. So with the whole liquids sitch, I've kind of scared myself, and now I think that the milk liquid has to be a little bit warm to activate the yeast. Maybe. I should probably just Google it. Anyway.
Anyway, so.
I'm gonna put it, no, I'm gonna Google it. So, Google says it doesn't have to be hot, obviously, because I think hot kills it. It just needs to be warm. And this was in the fridge. Well, it's been out for quite a while. But to me, it still feels a little bit cold. I put the milk water solution in the microwave for like 15 seconds just to get it a little bit warmer. I mean, you can't really tell. But I feel like, in my mind, I feel a bit safer. So now I'm just gonna add this to the flour. You're probably supposed to do it a piece at a time.
Yup.
But who cares about rules here? I'm just gonna get in there and mix it all up. It's a bit like slime and all the ASMR. Can you hear that? I never understood ASMR, I don't get it. Okay, so after a little phone a friend situation, I was told not to add flour. What you should do instead is what I've done, is put grease on your hands and on the ball, and it stops it from, grease is in like oil, and it stops it from sticking. Praying that me adding that flour hasn't messed up my chances. And now I'm just kneading the dough by just like, I don't know, beating it up basically. I mean, I was told you can do it on a surface, but now I'm too scared because it seems to be kind of working. Do you know what? Live life on the edge. There we go, so I'm just gonna knead it. So basically I somehow have lost the footage of the next step, but I'm gonna tell you what I did. Basically all I did was leave the dough to rest for like 45 minutes. So yeah, I just put a towel over it, which you'll see in a second anyway, and let it do its thing, let it rise. So let's get back to it. I am back. It's been a little bit more than 45 minutes.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
This has been more like an hour and like 10, maybe not that long, like an hour. I started watching Netflix and kind of forgot that I was filming a video. I couldn't find a tea towel, so I ended up using a clean towel that's just been from the wash. I've not seen it yet, so we'll be seeing it for the first. In fact, I'm gonna do it this way so you guys see it first. If you can even see it. Oh my gosh! Ah! It's actually risen. I'm actually in shock. I thought it was gonna, you know, not rise. The only thing I'm scared of is I forgot to oil the bowl, and I feel like you're supposed to oil everything. So I'm scared it's not gonna come out, but it seems okay. I'm gonna just take this out somehow. How do you even... Oh, snap. I think this is why you're supposed to oil the bowl. Get out! I'm just gonna punch it a bit, turn it into like a rectangle shape. This is so weird because it's had time to yeastify. I feel like that's probably big enough. It still seems quite wet. And I don't know if that's because I've used milk, water, butter and vegetable fat. But hey ho. So what you're gonna do now is roll it up. Rolling it up. Because I think, according to Google, this rolling technique makes the layers and tucking the sides in makes the bread more structured. When you come to cutting the slices are a lot more defined or uniform maybe. And then I just use this, what's this called? The base of my palm of my hand. And I'm just gonna push that seal where the last layer is together. We now have to get this bread roll thing into a bread tin. I've oiled this one, but I've just remembered it's also non-stick. So I don't know if that means anything. And I'm just gonna put this in here. It doesn't matter if the roll's too big because it's really squidgy, so you can just, you know, squish it. I'm gonna try and get the crease to the bottom of the tin. Ooh, she's thick. Try and get rid of any creases because the creases, this is the final form, so the creases when it bakes are gonna be evident. However, I kind of like when harder bread has like the lumps and bumps. You can obviously get it really smooth, but I like it when it's a bit unique. So I think I'm gonna leave the, oh, maybe I should try spell my name. I'm not even gonna try. So it's in there. So from here, it's in the tin, ready to go into its second rise or proof. I'm just gonna say rise in case proof isn't the right word, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna let it rise again. My idea is to let it rise till the bread dough gets to the top of this tin, because then when it bakes in the oven, it'll be like that size. So I'm thinking it only needs like another 20 minutes, half an hour to rise, but I don't know. So what I'm gonna do is I'll tell you how long I've left it when I come back. I'm back! And just in time, I think. Did that work out? I hope it did. It's been half an hour. So it should have risen, I hope. Let you guys see it first. Has it? Ah! It has! If you can hear, I've got the oven set for 180 degrees Celsius. Ooh, my oven decided to get a bit loud then. I think it's breaking. I need to probably sort that out. It broke. And that's just gonna go in the oven for like 20 to 25 minutes or until the top is a nice golden brown colour. It's been 25-ish minutes and I'm not gonna lie, you can probably feel my excitement because I looked in the oven and it looks like I have just made some harder bread. Are you guys ready for this? I've just made. I mean, people are probably gonna be like, it's bread. That's not hard. But I'm honestly baffled. So I heard you're supposed to butter the top because who don't love a buttered top? And whoa. That might look nice and quick. And I'm just gonna give that a nice little. I've heard that if you, oh my gosh, the butter's just seeping in. If you smack it, that was a bit loud. When it comes to taking it out, it'll pop out nice and easily. Thanks for watching. I can't believe I did this. If you liked it, like it. If you didn't like it, dislike it. But you're not gonna dislike it because you didn't dislike it, you liked it, didn't you? I can see it, press the like button, it's cool. And now I've got a loaf of bread to eat. And it wasn't that much effort. Like, at all. I don't know why I used to always go down to the shop and buy it. To be fair, I've not tasted it yet, so it could taste like not nice, but we'll see. Now that I found out I have two relatives that were Jamaican bakers, now I think I want to make this whole like thing like a Jamaican, maybe that's what I could call it. Shut up, a Jamaican baking segment on this channel maybe. I'm going to FaceTime my nana and my grandma and be like, So, do y'all want to tell me anything else I can make? I might do a taste test later on. But for now, I'm going to take some pictures before it gets too cold because I like to eat warm bread fresh out the oven. Said I was going to go, didn't go because then I started taking pictures of it. And honestly, I fell in love. So basically I've just tipped the bread out of the bread tin and it literally came out so easily. Look at it. I never thought I could be in love with a piece of bread more than I am right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it. It's still warm, and it's so soft. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but like, it's like a pillow. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to wait like, but I like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at that. This is where people go, but you've done it wrong. But like, look how soft it is. I really did that. Not trying to say I'm the best, but top 2, not 2. Thanks for watching again. Subscribe, like, comment, all that. And ciao.